Alright guys, so it's day 6, the day you all been waiting for, the installation of the body kit. Now before we begin, we need to go ahead and adhere the heat shield onto the side fairings. And after that, we're going to go ahead and proceed with the installation of the front nose cowl, rear tail, and of course the center tank section. Now today's temperature is supposed to be around 95 degrees. Currently on the wall over there, I can see that it says about 90 degrees at the moment, so you know it's going to be a hot one. And with that said, let's begin. Alright guys, so the aluminum mesh that I use as a protective covering that goes inside this housings here is kind of looking old and dilapidated, not to mention that it's really sharp and harsh on the plastic. I'm going to go ahead and experiment with something here, and this is regular household screen mesh that you can pick up at your local home goods store, Home Depot, Lowe's, what have you. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a try. I don't expect it to be very durable, and I just want to see for myself how long it's going to last. But at any rate, I don't want to put this back on the bike with all the new accessories and the body kit going on. It kind of looks a little old and dingy, and I think I can do a better job at making this look better. So this part of the video, we're going to go ahead and make a screen mesh. Maybe yours is messed up, and this may help you out and get you through. The gapping is a little more tighter here, so I do expect a lot of collection of bugs and debris to collect up on here a lot more. But the last thing we want to do is get a whole bunch of debris up into our air filter area, so trying to keep that engine clean. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and you can go ahead and watch. Alright guys, so if you take note, I really didn't put too much glue up here. We want the flexibility of the screen to move as we insert. Same thing for the bottom. I did not put glue on this side because I want the flexibility as we slide into the nose cowl housing. We want it to be able to pull, but still give us the room we need. Now, as you see, I went ahead and I pretty much glued the whole entire side here, but I left some of this side over here free to flex. Okay? So that's going to help you out. As you slide it in, it's going to give you a nice taut fit in there. So just want to point that out to you guys.
I just like the sound of it.
Okay, so our aftermarket kit from ifairings.com came with a windshield or windscreen, and as you can see, there are two different styles. I'm a big fan of the Puig or Puig. I can't pronounce it. I don't want to chop the name up, but it's a lot sleeker, lower profile than the one that came with the iFairings kit. But nonetheless, it's brand new. This one looks old and tired, so we're gonna put this one aside and put on the one that was provided with the kit. Alright guys, so I installed the windscreen, and to me this is too much of a high profile. I don't know about you guys, but I like the profile of the Puig racing screen, which is a little more sleeker in its design. I don't know. You guys let me know. I'm gonna swap this out, show you guys what I mean, and in the comments below, let me know which windscreen you like better, the high-rise one or the lower race profile. Alright, so here's the Puig or Puig, and as you can see, the profile is a little lower than what you see over there. While I do like the black of what that has going on, I just like the fact that it's a lot lower in its profile. So I think I'm going to keep this for now, but I may be possibly upgrading to a newer blacked out style Puig. Alright guys, so we're nearing the end of this project build, and one of the things that concerns me about the tank cover, or actually two things, are the fact that these feet here, which mount to the front bolts, are actually tilted kind of high, and which brings me to the issue of the screws that I had for my bolt kit that I purchased, my black bolt kit, and these screws are a lot shorter than the OEM bolts. And what I'm thinking is I'm going to have an issue with them reaching the threading below. So something else to take in mind that did not come with the iFairings kit is the rubber O-rings that you need to place in here. Now I went out to Harbor Freight and purchased me up a rubber O-ring or grommet kit for a few bucks, and went ahead and installed them there. Now, if my bolts don't fit, I also picked this up at Harbor Freight as well. It's a nut and bolt set, and I have both metric and SEA. But I may just have to use one of these bolt sets, paint them black, and call it a day. The other thing I don't like about a tank cover is the fact that this tank cover's thickness sits above the gas tank, which leaves a gap here, and if you happen to spill out, that gas is going to run down onto your stock paint underneath. Now that's not a big issue if you're not concerned about it, but the paint job on Lucy here is still relatively good on the tank, and you won't actually know if you spilled paint and that gasoline is eating away at your paint. So you would later on have to come home, undo this tank cover, and wipe down your tank. So I'm gonna have to try and maybe fabricate something to go in here to ensure that it drains into the reservoir, but that may be for another time, another project. But for now, let's go ahead and get this on the bike so you can see what I'm talking about.